Joseph's beautiful coat. Joseph was 17 years old. He took care of his father's sheep and goats with his brothers. But Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his sons. So he made Joseph a beautiful, colorful robe. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father loved Joseph more than any of them, they could not speak a kind word to him, and they hated him. Joseph had a dream. He said to his brothers, "Listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field. Suddenly, my sheaf rose, and your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down." His brothers said to him, "Will you actually rule us?" And they hated him because of his dreams. Then Joseph had another dream. "Listen," he said, "I had another dream. This time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." When Joseph told his father scolded him. "What is this dream you had? Will your mother and your brothers actually come and bow down before you?" His brothers were jealous, but his father remembered what he said. Joseph's brothers were feeding their father's flocks near Shechem. Jacob said to Joseph, "Go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks." So Joseph went after his brothers, but they saw him in the distance before he reached them. They planned to kill him. "Here comes that dreamer," they said. "We'll say that a wild animal ate him." When Reuben heard this, he tried to rescue Joseph. "Let's not kill him," he said. "Let's just throw him into the well." When Joseph came, the brothers took his beautiful robe and threw him into the well. Judah said to his brothers, "Let's sell Joseph. Let's not kill him. After all, he is our brother." When a camel caravan came by, the brothers sold Joseph to the camel drivers, who took him to Egypt. When the brothers got Joseph's robe, they ripped up his coat and made it look like he was attacked. They took the robe back to their father and said, "We found this." Jacob said, "It's my son's robe. Some wild animal has attacked him?" Jacob was very sad, and he cried for many days. Meanwhile, the camel drivers sold Joseph in Egypt to a man named Potiphar. Throughout the world, there was no food to eat. When Jacob learned that there was grain in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Go buy some for us, that we will not die." 10 of Joseph's brothers went to Egypt to buy grain. Now Joseph was the governor of the land. He sold grain to all the people. So when Joseph's brothers arrived, they bowed down to Joseph. As soon as Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he pretended to be a stranger. He spoke harshly to them. "You are spies." "No, my lord," they answered. "Your servants have come to buy food." "We are honest men, not spies." Then Joseph could no longer control himself, and he cried out, "I am Joseph! Is my father still living?" But his brothers were not able to answer him. They were terrified. Then Joseph said to his brothers, "Come close to me. Come close to me. I'm your brother Joseph, the one you sold to Egypt. Don't be angry with yourselves for selling me. God sent me ahead of you to save your lives." So Joseph settled his father and his brothers in Egypt. He gave them property in the best part of the land.
So can you tell me what that big story was kind of about, what it meant to you?
Well, it meant to me that they just threw him into a hole. He felt kind of alone in there.
Yeah,
It was pretty sad.
Sad in that pit. He was in a hole in the ground. And that was a bad situation, wasn't it?
Yeah. His brothers wouldn't have done that if they were good.
Yeah. But did God use that bad situation to turn it into a good thing?
Yes.
Do you think God can do that in your own life?
Woohoo! Yeah.
If you have a bad situation, do you think God can talk to you and tell you good things and He can turn it into good?
Yes.
That's so good. You did a really good job reading this story. Well, thank you.
I love you guys.
God can turn your pits into thrones. You have to follow Him and listen to Him and pray always. Never lose your faith. Never turn from Him. It won't always be easy, and people may not always like that, but keep your faith. Pray about everything and never turn from Him.